This is your macroeconomics video for the natural rate of unemployment. Remember, in an earlier video I told you that unemployment will never be 0%. And that's typically because even in a great economy, people are constantly turning 16, they're constantly entering the job market for the first time, and those people will always be considered unemployed before they are considered employed and get a job. The natural rate of unemployment is a way to look at kind of the long-term average or the way that the economy works best with a certain amount of unemployment. So the amount of unemployment obviously fluctuates from year to year as large-scale economic issues happen. We can have boom cycles, we can have recessions. But the natural rate of unemployment is what we'll call the normal rate of unemployment. And the actual unemployment rate can fluctuate around that. For the United States, our economy actually works the best and most efficiently around 5% unemployment rate. Now, we can obviously have an unemployment rate lower than 5%, which we often do during good times. It just means that that will typically trigger inflation. So the natural rate of unemployment is the lowest amount of unemployment that our economy can handle before we trigger price inflation. That's also referred to as NAIRU, non-accelerating inflation rate of unemployment. So as people get jobs and they are more employed, they earn money. And what do people do with the money they earn from a job? They spend it. So the more and more people we have working, the more and more people are spending money. As demand for goods rises, if you remember your supply and demand graphs, if demand starts shifting to the right because more and more people have income, suddenly prices rise. So the natural rate of unemployment is the kind of long-term average or normal rate that our economy can handle before we trigger unemployment. So this typically is around 5% for the US. Some economists say 4%, but we can have, and we have had in U.S. history, as low as 1% unemployment. The natural rate of unemployment does include some frictional and structural unemployment, but it will not include any cyclical unemployment. All right, now you're going to do active learning number 5 on your paper. You are going to go to this link, which is part of the BLS.gov. And this is where they handle all of the Bureau of Labor Statistics and employment data for the country. You're going to click on that link. You're going to scroll down to the section that says characteristics of the unemployed. And I want you to answer these questions. Which racial groups are the most likely to be unemployed? How does marital status affect employment status? And which occupations or industries are losing workers? Play around with these tables if you need to find the answers.